Pete, obviously when you're going up against a new offense, you saw Mac Jones get benched, Bailey Zappi. We don't really know who's going to be playing. How are you approaching this game when you've seen what both of them can do?
Yeah, I think we approach it kind of like every other game, is know your opponent, know the strengths and weaknesses of their offense, of both players, and then go out there and execute the game plan and try and get a win.
Kind of uncharacteristic for you guys as a defense. There was a few missed tackles against the Bucs. What do you attribute maybe some of the struggles you guys had against Baker Mayfield?
I thought he played extremely well. At the end of the day, though, I think it's all on us. I mean, we didn't. It really is on us. It was poor technique. We had him exactly where we wanted him, and those situations where he can scramble or they're checking the ball down. At the end of the day, we got to get the guy down because that's exactly how the defense in that certain situation was built, to get off the field, to make those plays, and live to go out there on defense again. So I don't attribute it to anything. I just think that we've had this bad taste in our mouth since that game, and this whole week of practice we've really focused on the little details. I think that's what we got to get back to, is the little details and everything. And at the end of the day, you got to get that guy down. So that's kind of the whole mindset.
Yeah, I was talking with Joe Woods. It's uncharacteristic for you specifically to see you miss any tackles. Were they doing anything different, I guess, with motion that you guys weren't expecting, or maybe just some of the different looks?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily scheme. That might have had maybe a little bit to do with it, but at the end of the day, when the ball's thrown, you got to go rally to make a play. You got to go get them down. So it's not like me. It's not going to be consistent with me. I'll tell you that. So definitely a big focus all this week is my pursuit and taking the right angle and to get the guy down.
Yeah, how hungry is this defense to get back on the field after that game? It sounds like it just from the linebackers. You guys are ready, but the defense as a whole, what's kind of the message this week?
Yeah, I would go back to the little details. I mean, just sharpening up every single detail as far as tackling, obviously, like we mentioned, but just knowing the scheme and preparing just a little bit more. Maybe going in the film room just a little bit, or getting with our coaches, getting with the players separately, just doing something a little bit more, just to get that taste out of our mouth so we can really go out and dominate and execute in this coming week.
Pete, what's it like just when the standard does have to be as high as it is? Like, you guys gave up like a 6-yard touchdown drive. Like, it's really not a lot of points, but like when it is like kind of as tight as it's been, like, are those details even more important just given like kind of the way these games are being played?
I would say so, yeah, especially how the games have been played, how the season has played for us so far. I mean, as a defense, it's always going to be about us. That's our mentality. All of us, it's going to be on us regardless of the scoreboard. We're trying to put out a shutout. We're trying to get the offense on the field, and we're trying to get off, and we're trying to score at the end of the day. It's always going to be a mindset, and it's all about us. So that's the constant thinking for us.
Do you want that pressure? Do you guys like the pressure?
We love it, yeah. I still believe that the defense is going to be out there and win championships for the offense. So if we're helping out, we're putting the offense in great field position and executing our plan. I know that we're a great defense and really good defense to help out and suit up our offense as well.
I want to go back to training camp. When we talked with you guys about just the potential this offense had, because you guys were going up against them every day in practice, you guys spoke glowingly of the offense. Is it really just a matter of details or one or two things from what you're seeing that this offense can be there? It's just a few things that are just not clicking yet?
Yeah, I mean, that's hard for me to say. I mean, I'm not in those meetings. I'm not in the locker room. We know we have so many threats, but I can't speak on that half. I just know that in camp it was different. We were seeing a lot of great things, but I know they've shown great things, and at the end of the day, we're trying to get them on the field so they can go out and execute more. And last week wasn't enough. The defense was on the field way too much, so we got to get them more chances.